Namaste and welcome everyone. My name is Kristyn and thank you so much for choosing to be here. This video is part of a free 5-day restorative yoga and yoga nidra immersion to celebrate the winter or the December solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere. If you're not in the Northern Hemisphere or celebrating this solstice, that's okay too. You can still enjoy this practice. For this practice is really designed to help bring you into a deep state of relaxation, to help calm the nervous system, release any tension within the physical body, the mind, around the heart, and really to just allow you to get the deep rest that you need or the deep rest that you long for during this time of year. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, you might be resonating with this kind of lingering energy in the air that feels really cold and dry and rigid and windy, and sometimes feeling a little bit more heavy. And this energy that we experience outside of ourselves, we can also feel that within. As we approach the December solstice, this is a really beautiful time to celebrate this time of year in slowing down and in taking these moments to honor deep rest and really turning inward. It's also a beautiful time to really celebrate how far we have come thus far in the year, how hard we have worked, and to really recognize and acknowledge all of the beautiful blessings that we have received in this life. As we approach the longest, darkest night of the year, this is also a wonderful time to celebrate the return of the light that's to come. For today's practice, in celebrating this return of the light, we're also going to be focusing on the light that shines bright within you, and in re-acknowledging this light that's always present, but sometimes forgotten. As well, with this light in you, we'll be welcoming in a deep sense of gratitude for all of the beautiful blessings of this year and beyond. I invite you to take a few moments to prepare for your practice today. This will be a short or mini restorative yoga practice with the invitation for you to close this practice with a guided meditation or yoga nidra. And I'll leave a couple of links in the description below and at the end of this video. To prepare for your practice, I invite you to reach for anything that might make your body feel supported and comfortable. For instance, you might reach for a bolster or two, or simply just a couple of stacked bed pillows or couch cushions. If you have yoga blocks at home, that's a wonderful option. Any blankets or an eye pillow. As well, I'd like to offer room for variation using a chair tonight if you don't have a couple of stacked cushions or bolsters. I will also leave a link in the description below, a how-to video to create or get creative with your at-home yoga props, which can be really helpful for any sort of at-home restorative practice. You might even pause this video to go reach for some of those things. And I also invite you to take the time to set the tone of your space. So that might mean dimming down the lights, perhaps reaching for a candle, reaching for a warm cup of tea, whatever you need to really draw all of your energy down and inward and allow yourself to really just enjoy the quietude of this practice. If you are joining us live, you might have already enjoyed some of the practices thus far in the immersion, but if not, I will leave links for all of those practices down below. When you are ready, let's get started. Today we'll begin in a seated posture, Sukhasana, easy or sweet pose. So just take your time to find comfort here. You can cross the ankles, slide a prop underneath your seat to really help bring the earth up to you. You might also feel called to extend the legs long or even come to sit on top of the knees or the shins. It's up to you. And when you're ready, sitting up nice and tall, and just begin to allow the windows of the eyes to become heavy. Perhaps closing down the eyes or just maintaining a softer gaze. You might find a focal point just in front of the body here, somewhere to rest your gaze. If you'd like to hang on to a little bit of that connection with the external world. Begin to relax the jaw and let go of any expression that might be left on the face. Allow the shoulders to fall down and away from the ears. And just allow the hands to rest comfortably, palms facing down for an added grounding effect, either on the thighs or in the lap, maybe fingertips to the earth, somewhere that feels accessible and supported. Gently drawing the crown of the head up towards the sky above you as you root down into your sitting bones and welcome this elongation into the spine. And just allowing yourself to arrive here into this moment of stillness, of quietude, settling into the healing darkness beyond closed eyes. Like the healing darkness of the winter solstice, the longest, darkest night. And as you rest here, begin to notice the already present rhythm of your breath. Noticing where the breath enters and exits the physical body. And just tuning into this natural rhythm, completely effortless. In amazement of how wonderful it is that the body knows how to breathe. What a gift. And breath by breath, just continuing to welcome a deep sense of relaxation or surrender into the physical body. Surrendering to the darkness and the stillness. Breath by breath, letting go of any lingering tension in the muscles, the tissues, the nervous system. And again, how wonderful it is, the body's inherent wisdom, for it knows how to heal. It knows how to let go, to come back home to a place of balance and homeostasis, to come back to a sense of wholeness. And really, we are just creating the architecture of time and space to allow the body to do what it was born to do. And what a wonderful gift that is. Invite your attention now to the center of the chest, and deeper still to the place behind the sternum, the heart center. Drawing all of your attention and energy down into the space of the heart, always beating, providing life in this body. With your attention resting at the altar of your heart, could you begin to imagine a little ember, perhaps hiding in the ashes, and just undusting this little ember, the light of your awareness shining inward, to acknowledge this light at the center of your heart, the light of authenticity, rediscovering a sense of who you really are in this moment. And the breath, like the air element, begin to draw the breath deeper down into the body. And as you do so, imagine the breath fueling this little ember. And this little ember turns into a flame at the altar of your heart. Breath by breath, just imagine or witness this light and warmth beginning to grow and grow. And as this light continues to grow and expand, it shows us all of the beautiful blessings we have been given in this life. This body, this breath, this heart, this awareness, this ability to see things for who or what they really are. And as you rest here in this moment, could you consider or reflect upon one thing that you feel grateful for in this moment? Perhaps someone in your life, or something, a sacred place. One thing that you feel grateful for in this moment. Something that brings joy or happiness or wholeness into your life. Something that fuels that inner light within you. Just visualize it or imagine it. Expressing gratitude for this being, this person or this thing in your life in this moment. And I invite you to take your left hand to the heart and your right hand on top of the left. And a gentle bow to your heart center, expressing gratitude for the awareness that the healing darkness allows us. Gratitude for this moment, this awareness and this rediscovery of who we really are. For all of the beautiful blessings we have received in this life. Thank you. Thank you. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. From here, I invite you to take the palms together in front of the face and just start to vigorously rub the palms together, creating a little bit of that internal heat. And then take warm palms over top of closed eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a deeper breath out. As you start to peel the palms away, welcome the light back in with gratitude. Take the hands to the heart. On your next breath in, sweep the arms out and up as you reach up towards the sky above you. Let your palms touch and exhale. Bring all of that energy down into the body. Again, inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more breath. Good. Relax your arms down by your sides. Take your right hand or fingertips to the earth. Inhale, sweep your left arm up. And exhale, come into a lateral or side stretch. Really tuck the right elbow in towards the right hip. Ground into the left sitting bone and reach the left hand up and over. You might gently draw the left arm back and bring your gaze to the sky. Breathing into the left side body. Good. Inhale, come through center, reach both arms up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, take your left hand down and side bend up and over to your left. Rooting down into the right sitting bone, reaching up and over with the right arm. Maybe lift your gaze to the sky, honor the side bend. Good. Follow the breath gently. Inhale, come through center. Exhale to the other side. We'll pause here. And then just start to trace nice big circles with that left arm. So if you're tracing the shape of the sun, bringing some more light and warmth into your practice and into your day. Good. Start to move in the opposite direction to find balance. Good. Coming back into your side bend. Inhale, come through center, reach both arms up. Exhale, up and over to the other side. Good. And again, just start to trace nice big circles with that right arm. Knowing that even on these cold, darker, wintry days, we can still bring in a little bit of light and warmth into the body. Good. Moving in the opposite direction. It's nice and slow. Mindful movement. Good. Come back into your lateral stretch. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, take your arms wide, fingertips to the earth. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in. Exhale, drop the chin down towards the chest. Welcome in that nice deep stretch into the muscles around the cervical spine and the upper back and neck. And on the next inhale, start to roll the right ear towards the right shoulder. Good. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, back to center. Just a couple of breaths here, rolling the head and neck side to side. Taking it nice and slow. And there's no rush, but the next time you roll left ear to left shoulder, slowly come back to center. Then lift your gaze up. Take a moment to extend the legs out nice and long. Maybe give the knees a gentle shake. And then we'll come into our first restorative posture, a supported side lying stretch. Option to use 2 bolsters. If you don't have bolsters at home, again, a couple of nice stacked bed pillows or couch cushions can work just as well. Taking your props lengthwise across your mat. One will go underneath the side ribs, and then the other prop at the top of your mat to support the head. When you're ready, snuggle your right hip up next to the first prop. Bend the knees deeply, and they might come into a pinwheel shape. This is a wonderful opportunity if you'd like to take a pillow in between the knees for more support here. Maybe even a blanket over top of the body for added warmth and comfort. And then when you're ready, slowly make your way down onto your props. Extend the right arm out in front of you to bring the right ear, right shoulder down. And just take a few moments here to settle in. Ensuring the head and the neck and the spine feel supported. And final option, you might reach that left arm up and overhead, taking the left tricep to the left ear, and you might rest your left hand on top of a pillow or a block. Really opening up into the left hemisphere of the body and opening up into that cavity or region around the heart. And just making any final adjustments here so that you could become just a little bit more comfortable. Settling into stillness and coming back home to that place of deep rest. Closing down the eyes. Relax the jaw. Breath by breath. Welcoming that sense of surrender or letting go. Looking to the natural cycles and the wisdom that's present here. for Mother Earth, she invites us to slow down, to turn inward, to surrender. And as you continue to rest here, you might visualize or just imagine breathing down into that little ember or flame, that flicker of light in the heart center. This light shining on all of the beautiful blessings you have received in this life, in this moment. The light of gratitude. As you rest here, invite your attention and your energy back to the breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose, feeling the breath expanding downwards and upwards and outwards in all directions. And exhale to release. Knowing that you are welcome to stay and rest as long as you need. Just in honoring the timing of this shorter practice, when you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. If your left arm is up overhead, just very slowly bring the left arm back down to the left side body. Take your left hand to the earth and very gently just press yourself all the way up, nice and slow. There's no rush. And very simply, we'll come to the other side. So just take your hands behind you, lift the knees. You can take your pillow with you. And we'll come to the other side. So you can snuggle your left hip up towards your pillows or bolster. And then slowly lower down to the left ear, left shoulder. Extend the left arm out in front of you. An option to bring the right arm up and over. Taking as much time as you need. I guarantee you it's worth it to take the extra time. Settling back into the healing stillness. Enjoying this moment of just resting. Like recharging your internal battery after a big year. A year of abundance, And just enjoying this deep rest that you deserve and that you are worthy of. And just continuing to rest here. Feeling the whole body naturally conforming to the landscape of props beneath you. Breath by breath, welcoming in the medicine of deep rest and the wisdom that lingers in the healing darkness. A knowing that all that we long for and the answers we seek already exist within us. Sometimes it just takes a little remembering. And taking a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Again, you are welcome to stay and linger as long as you need. But when you feel ready to emerge, just gently start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. And if your right arm is up overhead, drawing the right arm back down to the side body. And then gently, gently pressing yourself all the way up. And from here, we'll come into our final restorative posture. If you have bolsters at home, I invite you to reach for all of your bolsters or pillows. We're going to prepare for a seated, wide-legged forward fold. So when you're ready, sitting up nice and tall, extend the legs out long in front of you. And then from there, take a lot of space in between the legs. And then reaching for your props, taking the bolsters or pillows lengthwise in front of you. You might bring a pillow on top, even a block underneath a pillow, whatever you need. And then when you're ready, begin to hinge at the hips as you bow forward gently to rest the chest and the upper body and the head on top of your props. And from here, you can relax the ankles, soften the jaw. You might turn the head so one ear is resting down. You might even relax the arms down alongside the body or the props. as I mentioned before, I'd like to offer room for variation using a chair for this posture. So if you'd like to reach for your chair, you can just bring it onto your mat. And then when you're ready, extend the legs wide. And then rest your forearms and your head down onto the chair. Ensuring that the upper body, the head, and the neck feels supported here. Settling into a forward fold, a gesture of drawing the heart inward. But not only the physical presence of the heart, but also the energetic presence and the love and the gratitude and the energy that you give out into the world each day. Just redirecting all of that energy back home to you. Feeling the earth beneath your body here. Noticing all of the places where you feel held and supported, safe and secure. Perhaps extending a little bit of gratitude out to Mother Earth, for she is always there. Always a place you can come back home to. As you rest, notice the breath. We'll begin to introduce a lengthening into the exhale. You might introduce a count to the breath, perhaps inhaling to a count of 3 or 4, and exhaling to a count of maybe 5 or 6 or 7. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. And surrendering into the exhale. And just allow this breath to carry you into deeper and deeper relaxation. You might notice the exhale continues to lengthen. The body and the mind continue to relax, calming and unraveling any tension in the nervous system, allowing the body to do what it was born to do. I invite you to take a deep breath into the low back, the mid back, and the upper back. Long, relaxed exhale through the mouth. Again, you might choose to stay. You can always catch up. But when you are ready, start to lift your gaze, lift the chest up. Take your hands to your outer thighs and just close your knees up like a book. You can set your props off to the side. If you have a chair, you might take a moment just to set that off to the side as well. Coming into our final pose of rest for today. So I'd like to guide you into a supported Savasana, supine position on the back of the body, with the invitation for you to click one of the links below or at the end of this video if you'd like to lean in and close your practice with a guided meditation or yoga nidra for gratitude or to celebrate the winter solstice. I'll invite you to take a pillow underneath the back of the head, a bolster or a pillow underneath or behind the knees. And perhaps that extra bolster or pillow underneath the heels for added support, and to bring in a mini therapeutic inversion. However subtle it might be, we can still experience all the wonderful benefits, the grounding benefits of an inversion. If you have blocks or extra pillows, I'll invite you to take them beside the body to rest the palms face down. You might reach for a blanket or an eye pillow, but slowly start to make your way down onto the back of the body. And finally, for an added grounding effect, you might take a pillow or something on top of the low belly. And just taking as much time as you need to settle in here. Again, there is no rush. Making any final micro adjustments to the body so that you could become even just a little bit more comfortable. Closing down the eyes. Relax the jaw. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. On your next breath in, take 2 sips of air in through the nose. Long, relaxed exhale through the mouth. Release the entire weight of your body to the earth. And again, 2 sips in. Long breath out. One more. Whole body resting now. Settling in for deep slumber of the darkest, longest night. But just knowing that even within the darkness, this bright light still shines within you. The light of your authenticity and the light of your awareness. Nothing left for you to do, nowhere that you need to go. Simply enjoy the gift of relaxation. I'd love to thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. I really hope you enjoyed this mini restorative yoga immersion. This practice is part of a free 5-day yoga immersion to celebrate the winter solstice. And so if you're just joining us now, I'll leave all those links in the description below. If you are here from our Moon to Moon Restorative Yoga Teacher Training, please leave a like and please leave a comment down below letting us know that you are here so that we can follow along your journey. If you are interested in an online restorative yoga teacher training, please know that this is an ongoing training and the applications will be open starting in January. And we're so excited to launch this online platform that follows along with the lunar cycles and really connects us to moon wisdom. This is a beautiful training that really brings together like-minded beings from all over the world, and we would love to connect and share with you. So please reach out if you have any questions. And again, my name is Kristyn, and I'd love to thank you so much for being here, for without you, I would not be where I am. With deep, deep gratitude, thank you. Namaste.